Hey guys, that's annoying. Okay. Hey guys, and welcome to the first indie game I've ever done a Let's Play for. This will be a little different than pretty much anything else I've done. It's still an RPG, but it's, as you can see, it's very primitive compared to any of the other RPGs. And I know I've done games like Final Fantasy IV, but that came out in the 90s. This really kind of it looks a lot like the Dragon Warrior games that came back out on the NES, which was in the 80s. So it's a little different. This is Breath of Death 7, The Beginning. Now, to get the very strange title out of the way, first of all, even though it is called Breath of Death 7 and also The Beginning, which in itself is contradictory, there are no prequels. There is no Breath of Death 1 through 6, which is one of the reasons why I didn't pick this game up for the first little while after seeing it on the Steam store. It always looked interesting, but I was like, where's the other ones? I want to play the other ones. They're not offered. Well, where the hell are they? Well, they don't exist. The company that came up with this game worked on this one first, and then they made the game I think they really wanted to make, which was Cthulhu Saves the World, which I think I'm about 100 hours into, and then I kind of shelved the game for a while so I could work on Final Fantasy 13, because I'm playing that. Not making a Let's Play for that one. No. I am not suffering through that game a second time. I'm not done yet, but I'm right there. I'm right at the end. Anyway, this game is, well, kind of worked as a pet project for me. I played it the first time, and I really enjoyed it, but I also, I wanted to kind of explore into it a little more. And so what I did was I made maps for the game. I went into the dungeons and by hand with a pencil, I drew out maps for all of the big dungeons in this area. There's a couple that I didn't bother because they were just too small, but anyway. Let's begin here. We can begin an epic new adventure. I've also got some game or save files I need to go over and I guess erase a few of them so I have somewhere to save this. Anyway, check out the options. You can set your screen to whatever you want. For this Let's Play, I'm using the 720p version because it means that I can still look around on my actual screen to, check my notes, check guides, whatever I need to do. Well, it's one thing I didn't find a lot for whatever reason. Full screen, you just can't check and go to do anything else for whatever reason. It's kind of annoying. But that's one thing I found. There are no guides for this game. There is one guide on GameFAQs that features, it shows all the different skills you can learn and what you get at level up, and I'll get into that more later, but that's pretty much it. There's no maps, there's no walkthrough, nothing. Now, the little boxes that I was clicking OK to get rid of at the start of the video there, those are because I wanted to use a controller for this. However, this game, because it was originally part of the Microsoft Indie Store and it was released on the Xbox 360, it does not accept, even on the Steam version, a PS2 controller, which is what I always use. So that being said, I decided I still wanted to use that. I didn't want to go buy an Xbox controller, so I found a workaround online, which the name of it escapes me right now, but it doesn't work 100%, so I have to hit all those buttons at the start just to make it work, but after that it works just fine. You could also play it on keyboard if you wanted, but as far as audio goes, you have a music level, which is loud. I think I have mine set to medium normal right now. And you also have sound effects. And I've set those to quiet for this Let's Play, and hopefully these will work out. If they don't, I'll go back and I'll work around them a little bit. Anyway, I don't need to save because they're already set for me. Anyway, let's begin a new game. Now, we have a number of different difficulties for this. Score attack's the only one I haven't actually done. It seems interesting, but I don't think I would be interested enough in it to make it into a Let's Play, especially since I haven't done it before. I have beat the game on hard. I've not played it on... Actually, I think I did play it on easy. Maybe? I don't have a save file on easy. Maybe I erased it. Anyway, most of the playthroughs I've done on normal, so I figure that's the happy medium. Anyway, not a lot of dialogue in this game, but what's there is usually pretty interesting, or at least comical. And like many RPGs in the past, we have a silent protagonist. Anyway, his name is Dem. He's a skeleton. Yeah, we get it. Dem bones. Yeah, that's cute. More than makes up for in stoicism and rugged good looks. Probably be best if I turned on the Thoughts subtitle-o-matic. I want one of these. Anyway, shall learn to fear the blade of Dem the skeleton. So let's learn how to play this game. Would you like to see the controls? Well, it doesn't matter what you say because even though that means no, we're going to go and assume you chose the comedic value and show you the control screen. Anyway, thank you very much. And as you might see, yes, this game was originally on Xbox 360 where, from what I've read, it spent a year trying to sell before they decided to launch it on Steam. And it took them less than a week to outsell everything they did in that past year on Xbox 360 just on Steam in under a week. It's just mind-boggling. I still want all games to be on Steam. Just makes so much sense. What strange device is this? Ah, the PC port, and they actually threw in some new dialogue for it. And then they don't even give you a nice graphic, they just threw some extra dialogue in there. Anyway, there are different things you can do, blah blah. Anyway, you can change all of them around, and I have them set on my controller. Now this is your default walk speed. Now if you toggle the fast running, you can run a lot faster. Anyway, here is a nameless hero who is apparently a ghost. You're a battle-hardened warrior! The start of an RPG? Let me guess, he's level 1. Anyway, strength is physical, magic is magical, agility is your speed, vitality is defense against physical, and will is defense against magical. But I already knew this, yeah. So the way this game works is it's kind of a parody of the old school JRPGs that came out in the 80s, specifically the Dragon Warrior games. Now, what's this? This is a save point. Now, here we get free MP restoration every time you walk on top of it. And we can save. I'm not going to do that right now, but if you press the appropriate button, depending on which, how you have your controls set, you can pull up the menu. Now, from the menu, you can do chat, which is something that works when you have 2 or more characters, which obviously we don't have right now. You can check your status, which shows, okay, he's level 4, not level 1. Oh well. He has a sword and a bronze shield. You only have 2 pieces of equipment per character in this game, and you have HP, you have MP, you level up, you get gold, you have 5 basic stats, and that's pretty much it. There's not a lot to it. There is a fight command in the menu, which I'll go over later, and of course you can go to equip and select different gear. As you can see, we have the lowest of the lowest end of the gear in the game, obviously. And yeah, let's figure out how this game works. Approach the troll here. I'm sure. But the villain is so dumb that he doesn't realize he can restore his MP at the save point just by stepping onto the pillar, and then freely use special techniques on us, and then regain all lost MP in the blink of an eye, and repeat ad nauseum. Anyway, that launches our first battle. Now, I have a bad habit of not remembering to turn down my headphones, but I have a bad habit of going through the dialogue in battles really quickly and not really paying attention, so if that happens, oops, sorry, and that'll probably end up getting me killed once. Here we have our basic setup. We're invisible on the screen and the enemies are the only ones we can see. So we have attack, which nice enough of this game. It actually shows how much MP everything costs, as well as the damage you will do, assuming defense doesn't get involved, and we'll get into that more a little later. Normal attack can do about 25, so if we use multi-strike, we can use 2 hits, 18 per hit. If we use Death Blow, we get 50 damage, and it only hits once, but it uses 10 MP, while this only uses 5. Now, these guys here, as you select them, you can see how much HP they have. It's like having a search scope for free, which I really like, and it's really a good idea the way this game was programmed to have this feature in there, so that's nice. We have some magic, we have no spells, so we also have potions. Now, potions are the only items in this game that are consumable items. They target one ally, restore HP to max, revives, and cures all status ailments. Now, that can be very useful, but if you strategize properly, you hopefully won't have to use too many of them, because there are a limited number in the game, so don't go using them willy-nilly. You cannot buy potions in this game. Unite requires a second character, so we can't do anything there. I like using multi-strike in the majority of battles, so I'm just going to, in this case, we could probably one-shot them with a Death Blow, so I'm going to try that first. Yeah, 47. Normally I would have just used the other one because I already knew that, but yeah. So let's finish him off. 2 hits, 30 damage. So we can't one-shot. If you notice there, the enemy said it stares blankly into space. For whatever reason, I don't know. They do that. Now, last time we were able to use multi-strike and we did 30 damage. Death Blow did 50. However, now it's 60. Now, the reason for this is combo boost. If you notice up in the top right corner, we have a combo counter meter thing, and it will list the amount of attacks, which will increase the combo gauge until you use a skill, or magic spell, or whatever, that has the combo break effect on it. Now, a few different spells have this, and some of them also have combo boost. Anything with combo boost will gain damage the more or the higher your combo meter goes. And a lot of them that have combo boost also have combo break on them, so you can't just massively build up over and over again. There is still obviously ways of building up very high, but anyway, now we can use Death Blow to one-shot the guy and not really have to worry. Anyway, enemies have defeated. Allies regain full HP. That's the way this game works. We don't have to heal in between battles. We get full HP after each battle. MP, on the other hand, you get some depending on how fast you finish a battle. You also get experience and gold. I have leveled up. Now, each character gains HP and MP differently. The main character gains 10 HP and 5 MP, and we get a level up bonus. And here we get an option. We can choose the Fireball spell that targets one enemy, hits once, or we can use the Fire Flurry spell, which targets one enemy and hits 3 times. Now, technically, this one's more powerful, but it really doesn't matter, because the way this game works is it gives you different options at each level. It's not always just one spell or the other. It's sometimes strength versus magic, or stats, such as strength, magic, agility, versus HP and MP. So, that being said, I already have a plan set up for how I want to build my characters in this game. Now, Dem, I'm not going to be giving him magic. I've tried this build, it's not very effective, I would not recommend it. So, if he has to learn a spell, he has to learn a spell. I'm just going to give him Fireball because it costs less MP. I probably won't use it. So anyway, go back to the save point, recover our MP, and of course approach treasure chests and pick up some gold and some more potions. Cool. Now let's approach this guy. A legendary exchange ensues. Really? And bones. How about you? Build up your combo count with multi-hit techniques. This is kind of what I was talking about. Then finish off the enemy with a powerful combo boost ability like Death Blow. Yeah, those will reset the combo count, blah blah blah. So, that's why the way Dem works out quite well is using multi-strike until he builds up a combo, and then using combo or death blow to finish off the enemy. Now this guy has 180 HP, so we're going to use multi-strike a few times here. 42 damage. He did 10 to me. Well, that's not too bad, so at the start of this battle we were going to do 56 with a death blow. Now it was 78. Will that kill him? No. So let's use multi-strike one more time. Now, as you notice here, round 4 begins. Monsters have additional strength. Each round that passes will increase the enemy's strength and, I think, defense by 10%. And this will continue indefinitely, as far as I know. So the idea here is to win battles as quickly as possible while still staying alive. If your character, say you have more than one party member, if one of your characters dies in the fight, they will still gain experience. I don't know why that is, but it is what it is, and there's a few times that's been quite helpful. But yeah, so what I like to do is I like to finish off the enemies really quickly without caring too much about the amount of HP I've lost, since of course I'll just regain it anyway. Anyway, now that we've got him down there low enough, we got 50 some HP left, so let's just take him out with Death Blow, and he's gone. Now, the amount of MP you gain after battle is also determined by how fast you win the battle. So using more MP to finish off a battle faster can sometimes be advantageous, though a lot of the time the amount of MP you're going to expend to win a battle faster is not as much as you're going to regain, so grain of salt. And we've leveled up again. Now here we have an option. We can get MP and Magic, or Strength and Vitality. Now, unfortunately, Dem for the first part of the game has very, very low MP, and so it's kind of tempting to give him more MP here. I'm going to go with Strength. It's one thing you don't want to do in this game is be wishy-washy and go, oh, a little bit of Magic, a little bit of Speed, a little bit of Strength, a little bit of MP. Not a good idea. You really want to go kind of full bore into one specific build for your character, so there are some, ins and outs and, personal choices, and I'll of course go over what mine are. When you build your own characters, you can do whatever you like and have lots of fun with it, because that's one thing about this game. I've played this game, I think, 4 or 5 times, and each time I've had slightly different builds and sometimes completely different builds for different characters. Anyway, I'm going to go with Strength this time, do some more physical damage, and that'll be good for my build. And with the chief defeated, heads back to tell the inhabitants of Paladlenus, sure, of his success. Will he find a beautiful new companion to join his adventures there? Yes. Yes, he will. This game is not much for subtlety. Anyway, we have a cool looking world map here, and we have the first town of the game, which is called Paladlenus. But that's all the time I have for this episode of Let's Play Breath of Death 7. Almost said Legend of Dragoon. Still gotta get used to that. Anyway, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.